Hello guys, welcome back to the next episode of Oxygen Not Included with me, Biffa. Everybody's asleep, almost everybody's asleep. Some people are stressed and crying, standing around in different places. So as you can see, we'll come back to the stress actually. Last episode we got this thing set up, and this is now pumping all of the excess gas we don't need over to the void. And we can see here the pressure is being kept on top of. That is working nicely. I'm liking that. We can see, there we go, it's all getting pumped out. And we've got the natural gas coming in. We have got infinite power at the moment. So that is going to help me out because obviously we need to now get the stress of our dupes down. What have we got? 1500, 1600, that's good. So that's pushing all the horrible, nasty stuff out of the way. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've sorted out all of the priorities. So I've got mopping up as priority 8. I want people to do that. The only one higher than that at the moment is massaging and food. So hopefully people will get stuck on that. I need to check the jobs actually. What's going on here? So we've got 3 cooks. That's fine. Everybody's down for massage. Yeah, I'm gonna take off Max, Ellie, and Ang. Yep, there we go, and there we go, and there we go. They don't really need it at the moment. No one's on composting, that's fine. We don't really need anybody on research, so I'm going to take those off. We don't have any hydro fans, I'll take those off. Power, everybody can do that because that's set low enough to not worry about. Repair, that's fine. Mopping, right. I've got my cooks just doing nothing else but cooking, I think. Yep, that's fine, and delivering. They need to do that. Everybody else is doing everything else. So you can do sweeping, you can do delivering. You don't need to do power. And mopping, where's that one? This one here. Yep, you can start learning. So you're not doing much at all. You're digging. You're a bit rubbish, aren't you? There we go. And who's doing art for me? Oh, we've lost our good artist. 445. There we go. You're the one who can do the art. So what I'm hoping is I'm going to play this for a little bit. We should be okay. I think we'll survive. Because what will happen is we've got a lot of criers. So they will cry. They will throw themselves around. And that will help drop their stress down. Which is good. Already, look, a few of them are dropping down. Which is good. These are all working. We have algae. We have slime. We have this to be built. So hopefully, if I just let them do nothing else, I'm not going to let them do any building. What's all this priority here? This is all going to go back to being priority 5. Yep. They're going to stay at a 7. That power doesn't need to be anything. We'll put that back to a 5. I'd miss that. Other than that, I think this building down here is a 7. So if anybody hasn't got anything else to do, they'll start building this because we need to get our food system set up, our Sleet wheat, so we're not relying on the microbe mushers. And when we've got this going, we can then start getting water from here, which will be fantastic. There we go. He's still pooping the slime, which is good. Plenty of slime. So we've got most of our main systems automated, which is great. And having all this oxygen in here is pushing all this other nasty stuff out of the way, which is good. Is all of this carbon dioxide? Yeah, we need to deal with that a bit better. So hopefully we'll be able to. Ah, they're walking along here. So I didn't have that. I cancelled that mop because they weren't walking that way, but now they are. Nobody comes down there, so that's fine. So that's it. I'm going to let these guys run for a cycle or two. We're cycle 107. Look, food's coming in. Is anybody going to pick that up and eat it? I'm going to have that as a sweep. I've got these down here on priority 9, all of them, and they've got all edible items in there. But they seem to like to leave those frost buns out on the floor. I don't know why. It's very weird. But what have we got here? Grains 547. Yeah, so we're going to keep that on a 9 as well to get as much food as possible. Mush bars, meal lice. We could actually take that off of... Yeah, let's take that off. Yeah, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is work on our circuits and things like that. Because at the minute... people are coming down here. If you look at the decor here is minus 384. So in fact, I'm going to pause the game there. I'm going to, I think, remove this musher. What are these in here? Decor minus 222. Yeah. So people are walking down here to come to get the water and stuff like that. And that is really not helping their situation. So we could do with that heavy watt wire running through a tunnel under here that nobody goes into. That would be ideal. And then we can remove it from down here and just have a transformer in here somewhere perhaps, and wires coming off of that going around the base. But yeah, that's been a big boo-boo, running that heavy watt wire through there. At the minute, there's not much I can do about it. What is our decor up here? 96, 102, 100 odd in bed. Yeah, so it's actually making it quite difficult to get the stress down, isn't it? I may just disable that building there, I think. If you picked up that thing, that's fine. And just let them work up here. The less people that come down here to work, the better. Oh, stress vomiting. Where was that? All the way down there. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. What are you doing? You're working away. Good, good. You're working away. So let's see how this goes for a bit. I'm going to run it forward a couple of cycles. Otto is getting quite stressed. Did I take off of him? Oh, yeah, he's not down for massaging. Let's put him down for massaging. In fact, you know, it'd probably be a good idea. I might have to, yeah, I'm just going to have to micromanage this for a bit, and then I'll be back with you. Right, we have a new duplicant available. Now, even though you would perhaps think with everybody's stress and the problems that we've got, we shouldn't have another one, we actually have enough food and we have enough oxygen. We have a spare bed, although it's next to a snorer, so hopefully, yeah, you know, we'll see what happens there. But we've got a scaredy cat, but he's buff. He's strong and cool. So creative, strong, good in medicine. Gastrophobia, so he can't cook. Expects high decor. That is not going to be good, and that is not going to be good here. And he's binge eater, so definitely not this one. Doesn't too much decor, binge eater. Too much decor. I think all of these actually. If they're expecting that much decor, nope. Sorry. I put down. Who have I put down to do the mopping? I've given somebody the express job of mopping. Otto. His stress is probably going to go through the roof. But I want to get all of this stuff cleaned up, because that is not helping. In fact, I'm going to put Ellie down to also do nothing but mop as well. There we go. And hopefully between them, they can clear up all this stuff that's being walked through everywhere, which would be really helpful, because it's pretty bad at the moment. But stress is coming down overall. Oh, look at that. Already between them, it's not even been the rest of the day. It's been like a minute later than what I said. They've mopped up everything. So that's fantastic. I don't think there's anything else much that needs mopping up. In fact, there's a few little spots around that we need to sort of clear out because we're going to be building there. So if we make sure that these are all mopped up, they walk along there a lot, that needs to be mopped up. And I'll be honest, this could do with being mopped up as well. They never go in there, so that doesn't need to be mopped up. That's showing every now and again as a problem, but actually it's not. All of this is, that keeps going, it doesn't stop, even though it sort of flicks on and off. What's that sending out? Polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. Yep, that's good. Anything like that we don't want. That can all go. So as it stands, the power is still not a problem, which is really good. I'm very pleased with that. So let's check our oxygen. Yep, okay. I've just lowered that down a little bit, but yeah, that's going okay. So that should probably kick in once it gets some algae. Excellent. Right, little update. I've been trying to get my guys and girls here to concentrate on getting our little Sleet wheat farm done. And they've done very well. They've done lots of it. So that's good. Let's get a load of those planted. What's that one saying there? Insufficient resources fertilizer. No, that's fine. I know we don't have enough fertilizer. So I think they're... Oh, no seed selected. Sleet wheat. I think each one of these now has the option of having a seed put in. Yes, let's just check all of these. Yeah, oh, no, there we go. Sleet wheat. And then as they stop running down here all the time, that's it. This will all cool down. Now we've got a Weezewort in here as well. And I'm going to get another... Oh, I ain't going to be able to put them in down here, am I? Darn it. That's too high. Shucks. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to deconstruct that and that. And we won't worry about putting one there. I'm not going to move all that around. Deconstruct for now. We'll just let that cool down and let that start working again. Because we're cooking at the moment with the Sleet wheat grains. We're doing okay. We've got enough of those. So that's not too bad. This up here, we've completely run out of seeds. Oh, we could get rid of this, couldn't we? What's the temperature in here? 19. We could uproot that. And then we could put that one down here, couldn't we? In this one here. So I should stick that on a 9. And we'll get that to plant into there, hopefully. It won't let me select it until there actually is a seed available. Okay, well that will help anyway once that's done. Okay, well it looks like it's been done. So let's select that. There we go. That'll be brought down to there. And then we'll get another couple of hydroponic farms down here. So let's use the gold amalgam. One there and one there. Excellent. And that should be cool enough. And then we can worry about our fertilizer and our water once the stress levels have got down. I've been prioritizing priority 9 in a few things. Shock horror, I know. Just to get stuff done. And it's going okay. But the next plan is to move this wire into here. So when they've calmed down a bit and done the other jobs, we can get more... The power's going okay, actually. It's not too bad. As long as everything isn't running at once, it can keep up. But we need to get that dug out. So, yep. As soon as this is finished, I'll be doing that. Okay, they've got it all built here. We just need to get our pipes done. Now, I am wondering whether this will be a problem, having it running all the way through. Sometimes it is, but it seems to be okay for these, because none of these are saying, like for instance, this one at the end here, no liquid intake. These are running through okay and carrying on, so I'm hoping they'll all run through okay and do all of that. And then the only other thing that we'd need to do is make sure that we have enough fertilizer. Where did that go? Okay, yeah, I'm not worried about that. And if we've got enough fertilizer to keep these things going, let's have a look. Oh, plenty of frost buns. Look at that. Everybody likes frosty buns. Fertilizer. Fertilizer. Where's that going to be? Agriculture fertilizer 0. So, at the minute, we are getting fertilizer from these, are we not? Content fertilizer, but nobody's flipping them. They're such a low priority at the moment, which is fine. What am I looking for? Refinement, compost, yeah, fertilizer. So that'll be something that will be added to the list once all the other priority things are done, like getting this thing set up. There we go. Yeah, it's working fine. The pipes are connected up. It seems to sort of go slow a bit there, and then every now and again it'll go across. These ones are going across all the way. There we go. Look, see, it's going across. So that's good. So I think they all do get filled up. None of them are moaning about lack of water. They all just moan about lack of fertilizer. So that's fine. So finally, that's all done. That's good. We've got plenty of Sleet wheat grains, and they will keep coming in, which is excellent. Let's have a look. How are things going around here? That's working fine. He's pooping out a lot of slime. He's suddenly had a boost on the slime pooping, which is good. These are on priority 9 as well as those, and that is the only thing. Need to get that mopped up. So now we need to set all of this through here as a priority 8. So we can get our wires. There we go. Yeah, let's go up to the end here. No, that's not what I want to do. Priority 8. Let's get all of this dug out up to there. There we go. So we can get... Why did it not select that one as well? There we go. So we can then get this wire that we don't want down here running across here out the way, and then nobody will be allowed along there. These things are all going to move. They will probably end up here because, to be honest, these can be deconstructed. What's the temperature like up here? Temperature's fine. Slightly toxic. Unbreathable. Carbon dioxide. Yeah, we need to we need to get this algae thing going. These are a bit slow, even though they're on a 9. Look, and we've got all the slime. But anyway, there we go. They're delivering the slime. Let's get this done, and let's get those pipes sorted. The cable sorted. Right, just wanted to have a quick look at the priorities that I've got going on here. Massaging, priority 9. Food auction, everything else is 8 or 7. 9 for this as well, because that's making my algae for the auction. And what I'm doing is every now and again, I'm just giving, there we go, a couple of digging things, a priority 9, just so somebody who's running past will dig them out, because they're all pretty good diggers. Let's just speed it up again. There we go, slime's getting delivered, and they're all managing to keep up with that, so it's slowly getting this done. There we go. So what I'm thinking about is running some doors either side here, up and down there and up and down there. You're going to get those done. Let's do those couple as well. that's going to mean that we're going to have to put some of these bridges over the top. And it means we're probably going to have two. So we'd have, imagine if there was a door here and a door here. So one that side of the ladder, one that side. The heavy watt wire comes along the top. I'd need a bridge to get over that door. And then a bridge below to get over that door. So, oh, stress vomiting. Let's get that mopped up. Any stress vomiting is mopped up straight away. That's probably run down to there. And then it's run down there. That's fine. And then the same the other side. The wire would run along the bottom then. So I've gone over the door at the top, over the door at the bottom. Then the wire's gone along there, over the door at the bottom, over the door at the top. And then back out this way. I'm hoping that's the plan anyway. And then I'm going to I'm probably going to have to close the base off down here somewhere with those airlocks. These airlocks here. So that's what we're going to do. Oxygen is struggling a little bit. But we're doing okay. Food shortage, no we're not. Please don't stress vomit everywhere. I don't want you to. So, yep. Oh, you didn't make much of a mess. It was like a dry heave. No, it wasn't a dry heave. There we go. Most of that's going to run off, but let's get you... Oh, here we go, look, and there's some more over here. So we're getting stuff done. I think the fact that I don't have any destructive dupes, I don't believe. And the micromanaging with the massaging. What I've done with these as well is I've gotten them... They only get on when they get to 86%. I might not drop that down, actually, to 70. And they only stay on until... Let's say stay on until the end now. Let's change that. Yeah, 70 to 0. And that might start... Can I change it, please? There we go. And that might start helping. Let's do the same with these two. There we go. And I've been slowly creeping that down as I've needed to. And then making sure that nobody that doesn't really need to get on there gets on there. So it's a lot. It is once you hit a lot of 100%, it's a lot of micromanaging to get it down. But I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Oh, slime's gone down again. Come on, Puff. Poop out a few. Thank you very much. Oh, the other Puffs, by the way, we were looking for those last time. They're over here. There's a couple in there. There's one. I'm pretty sure there's two. And there's probably a lot of slime on the floor there. So we could do with digging through that way when we can get there. Let's see if they don't mind. 20, 10, 10. Ugly Crier, Binge Eater. So he's no good. Don't want a 20 decor. Binge Eater, no thank you. Ugly Crier, but he's only good at cooking. We've got our cooks. We're fine. You're rejected. Right, this section here is dug out. We're getting some of these mechanised airlocks to be put in so I can lock them and stop anybody coming along here at any point, which will be good. These massagers are going to go up here. Probably this side had my massagers with these ones down there, and then beds up in this section. So that'll work for there. How's this all going? That's all going fine. This is still running. Yep, that's good. This is definitely keeping up. What have we got there? Yeah, look, it's only 100 odd around there. So that is keeping up, no problem at all, which is fantastic. So then we'll go into sleep when we've got a food shortage. We may have to get this thing going again. Darn it. How much meal lice do we have? We probably have nothing. 1,600. Okay, well, we're going to put those on continuous as well. Oh, it's not disabled. Okay, yeah, we'll leave that going. As soon as these doors are done, I'll tell you what we can do is get our wire bridges going over the top. So we'll have, let's see, if the wire comes in along the top, we'll have one up there and one down there. Like that. And then we'll connect them in the middle. With a thick wire, that'll have to be. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then like that and like that. So some of this wiring is going to be removed. Don't worry about that. We'll get there. But I want to get all the basics set up first. I always think these things look like earmuffs. or headphones, radio headphones. Put them on your head and have a radio signal coming in. Starvation! Who's starvationing? Jim, UK, don't starvation. Oh, have I got it set to not eat certain things? What food do we have? Meal lice and frost buns. Okay, they can eat anything, I think. Although, no, let's not let them eat meal lice, because we're getting this meal lice turned into, yeah, stuff. So, hopefully they'll get on with that. And Leo's eating what he's cooking. Oh my goodness me. It's not that bad. I mean, if you look at my stress levels, they are going down, which is good. I am judiciously using priority 9s, and we're sort of on the edge of a few things like algae and slime. But it's not too bad. I've got all of these set to like 7, so I'm not even clearing out the polluted oxygen because I know they can actually breathe that. So it's this stuff in here, carbon dioxide, which they can't, which they're struggling with. So yes, but anyway, there we go. They're getting stuck in with that. We'll let them get all of these doors and things done, and then we'll start working out our wire system that we're going to have to change. Right, I've just added the heavy watt wire in there to go from the bridge and over the doors and across to the end here, so we can branch off of that. I'm not quite sure. I may have in the middle here, let's have a look, a power transformer, because then we could run... I don't know quite how that's going to work. I'm assuming it just goes in one side and out the other. I may set one up here and just sort of connect it to this bit and see how it goes. Stop starvationing. Okay, we're just going to let you consume everything. I don't want you to die. But at the minute, we don't really have to. So I may just do it just to see what it looks like, but it may not be a necessary part of our system at the moment. But these guys are working hard. Let's add some more heavy watt wire. Let's make it out of that. So that can come along here, ready for when this all gets removed. How's the stress going? Yep, generally most are below 70. What did I have these set at? 70. Let's drop that down to 50. Come on. 50. There we go. And this one, and that means, yeah, hopefully, there we go. We'll soon have a real handle on the stress situation, which will be fantastic because it's making me stressed. There we go. Well, for some reason, Jim UK has been incapacitated. Cannot reach food. Yeah, that's because we don't have any food. Let's give that to Jim UK. I don't know whether he'll end up getting over there or not. Is anyone going to pick him up? Come on, Max. Anybody pick him up? Oh, there we go. Excellent. Thank you for the assistance. He's probably still going to be hungry, though. I'm putting food to 9. Yeah, look, we've got some food there if anyone's going to pick that up. Pollution exposure. Oh, that's a new one. I haven't seen that before. I'm assuming someone's going to eat it. Ah, they were fighting over it. No, too late. Okay, yep, stress. It's getting there, it's getting there. It's the food in the air that's the problem at the moment. Well, we're having a little bit of an issue at the minute where Jim UK, there he is, he's collapsed because of the smell, and Max here are taking turns to be incapacitated. So we need to swap this over to Jim UK. I think what it is... Oh, they're not getting hungry. They're not particularly stressed. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Got cry face on. Time until death, 117 seconds. But I think we're going to be okay. So I'll put another medical cot in here to make. Oh, Max! Come on, Max. We're trying to keep this area as nice as possible. Oh, somebody pick up Jim UK. Come on, come on. Pick him up, pick him up. I put this in as Jim UK's bed. Oh, no, come on. Red alert. Red alert. Oh, that wakes Jim UK up. Look. Is he not incapacitated anymore? I think he is, but he's taking himself to the bed. There we go. That was fine. That was if they're incapacitated, do the red alert. They'll carry themselves over there. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. Let's get... We're struggling with the food again. But we are slowly creeping forward with our overall plan. I tell you what, man, there's a lot of editing in this video. I'm only giving you little snippets. You can probably see by the way the cycle jumps ahead all the time. Do you know what I think I've realised with this? They're planting these sleet wheat seeds in here. And if you look at the temperature, everything else is chilly and it's fine. It's actually the sleet wheat seeds that's growing themselves that are warm. I think that it's that they're being stored somewhere else. Someone's stress vomiting. And by the time they... let's put that... Oh, they can walk past it anyway. Let's stick it there. Yeah, they're being stored somewhere else up here where it's a lot warmer. Thank you for the stress vomiting. Everybody loves that. Ugh, grief. Come on, get up. Get mopping. Get mopping. Thank you very much. Yeah, by the time they pick them out of wherever they're storing them here, They're too warm. Oh my goodness, the stress vomiting. I don't think I've ever played an episode where everybody is so stressed all the time. Although this says here it's chilled, so I don't know. But what I'm going to do is get them to move them all down to here. And then at least when they put them in, maybe that won't be such of an issue. He's still alive, that's good. Oh my goodness me. Right, Ellie, you're the least stressed person here. You are now on mopping duty and nothing else. So you are going to mop everything. No, that's the wrong button. Mop. Doesn't matter what priority I set it. You're just going to mop it anyway. And it's oh my goodness, it's everywhere. Get on with the mopping. Get on with the mopping. Well, the stress vomiting has got to a point now where Ellie is constantly on mopping up duty. I don't know what her stress level is. It's 42. It was 23 like a couple of minutes ago. She's keeping up with it okay. Let's just get rid of that stuff in there. There we go. That's done. She's keeping up with it okay. I may get her to do some building as well. Oh, we got someone else. Let's have a look, just in case we have a good one. Decor expectation minus 45. Stress vomiter, anemic. He's rubbish, everything. Sorry, Travaldo, you're not joining us. Harold, loving the hair, Harold. Lindsay, loving the hair as well. Very cool, but I don't know, actually. The decor expectation should be okay now. Binge eater, no. Ugly crier, that's okay. Learning and tinkering. So you're going to learn lots of things. Do you know what? Lindsay, you're going to join us. We just need... let's enable that building. You're going to get a bad night's sleep. But let's just see what Lindsay can do. Yeah, everyone needs to be down for massage. Just massage so they can sort themselves out. You're not down for cooking or art. Composting, we may put you on that. Yeah, we need someone to do the compost. We haven't got any researching. I'm going to take you off power, take you off repair, take you off mopping. You're not very good at much else, are you? But yeah, keep you going on those sort of things. So yeah, that should be... we've got more mopping to do. Ellie, get to work. That should keep us going for a little bit longer. Okay, everybody's having a bit of a kip. I've just adjusted all the jobs. I'm not going to run through them all, but I've got to make sure my cooks are only cooking and delivering because we're short on food, which isn't good. Stress is dropping down overall. Look, that's much better. And considering we started out with everybody at 100% not too long ago, Ellie is just my mopper. And she does composting as well, so we can start building up fertilizer for this stuff down here. This will cool down eventually, and I'm going to store my Sleet wheat here. What was that fell down there? Something fell down. There we go. Lindsay's going to grab it, I think. So food is coming up. I've gone through all of my priorities. Now, I was just reading the comments from the last episode, and... everyone was saying, put everything at... well, not everybody. Quite a few people. Put everything at priority 1 and work up from there. That doesn't really work because the basic priority that you put things at is 5. So you really only got between 5 and 8 to work with unless you want to change the priority of every single thing you put down. If you start down lower, anything you do after that is always going to be at least 5. Which would suddenly become priority over your 1 to 4s. So I start from 5 and work up. In fact, that can change. There we go. So we've got paintings everywhere, which is good. There was somewhere else I wanted to put some paintings in where the guys and girls go a lot. I can't remember where it was. Let's have a quick look around. Massaging tables. That was it. Let's put some paintings. So, for instance, now I'm going to put these at a 9. Oh, 1 there and 1 there. I don't think I can fit them above those ones. No, I can't. So they'll get done. So what I've got is I went through, put everything at 5, apart from massaging is 8, apart from when so I've then got a gap for 9. So if I want to put something to get it done, it's 9. So food is 9, as we obviously have a problem. And then I want to start getting down some of the stress. So I'm putting these paintings at 9. But I'm not going to put anything else at 9 while they're working on the food. Stop saying you're starving. Let's just make sure they can consume everything. They can consume everything that we've got. Yeah, so you can eat whatever. And then after that, we've got like... well, you can see what we've got everything set out. So food at 9, anything to do with oxygen on an 8. We've got lots of polluted oxygen. They can breathe that. So I'm not overly concerned. The carbon dioxide will be worked on. And then once we've got our food going and our stress down, then we'll start working on, again, the algae and the slime. That's, you know, this guy's a bit slow. We could do with another If we had 2 or 3 of these, that would have been great. But we've just got this one guy here. Do not go and die in anything. But yes, and we're getting these flipped as well more regularly now. So we're going to get fertilizer down into these. Oh, there we go. Look, they've cooled down already. Excellent. So they are getting water. There we go. What's that weird water pipe sticking up there? Deconstruct that. Thank you very much. Yeah, they are getting water. What is this that keeps dropping down here? Oh, it's ice. Oh, it's water's dripping over and then turning into ice down here. What's the temperature? -16. Okay, good. Good. Yep, so these are growing again. That's fantastic. Yep, that's good. So the water's gone in. It says awaiting delivery. I think they must already have some fertilizer in now and they're waiting for some more. So these are now going to grow. Oh, no, they don't have fertilizer yet, but the irrigation gives them 100% extra. Standard yield 24.7. Well, we're going to be getting a lot anyway. And this guy here, Anglio, one of my 2 cooks. I wish they would just sweep up the food, like, straight away. I don't understand why they don't. These are set to priority 9, so they should straight away. Oh, we've got some mopping here to do. Let's get that mopped, get that mopped, get that mopped. Anything that needs mopping, we're getting it mopped super quick because Ellie is our super mopper. Is there anything else that needs mopping? I think we're okay. Sorrow's genocide is still a bit poorly, but, you know, that's fine. He's working on it. There we go. Food's going up. Anglio's a bit stressed. Oh, I bet I haven't got him down for massage, have I? I forget about that. Oh, I have. Okay. I'm manually dealing with the massages at the minute. So JVP Max Gym UK. In fact, I'm going to put everybody back on massage again. Now the food's a bit better. And hopefully, yeah, I'll tell you what it is because I've got these on 8s and these on 9. So he's going to keep working on food until I tell him otherwise. I might just take him off being one of the cooks for a minute or 2 and then he can go and get a massage. Go on, you work on it. So I'm pleased with how things have gone this episode. We've got this going. This is going to be our main food source from now on. We haven't got people puking everywhere all the time. And we're almost self-sufficient. I'm going to put a door in here because this is all cracking. This is going to go at any point. But that's not a priority. If it cracks and it goes, I'm not too worried. Also, something that was mentioned a lot. I can't remember whether I mentioned it in this episode. I recorded the first half of this episode 2 days ago and I've had a cold for a day. That's why there was no video up yesterday. But basically, everything coming out of this, all the horrible stuff, polluted oxygen, is going straight into here. I was just realising, of course, the carbon dioxide, the air scrubber. Yeah, we don't need the air scrubber. What was making the carbon dioxide? I'm having a bit of a brain freeze. Let's just check. Effects. Oh, carbon dioxide. Hang on a second. Natural gas affects polluted water, carbon dioxide. So what is that pumping out? Polluted oxygen. Huh? Hang on a sec. Effects. Polluted water, carbon dioxide. It doesn't say polluted oxygen. Anyway, there's a load of that being pumped out. It doesn't actually list it here, does it? It just says carbon dioxide. I might be being a bit thick there. I'm full of cold. Anywho, we're bypassing the pump. It's fine. There doesn't seem to be... Yeah, I think that should be carbon dioxide coming out of there, not polluted oxygen. It says carbon dioxide. Oh, there we go. It says carbon dioxide. It was... for some reason, I'm holding it in the wrong place. There we go. Yep. I'm reading the contents of the air rather than what's in the pipe. There we go. Told you I was having a brain freeze. That's what having a cold does for you. So instead of it coming out of a vent and then getting pumped up by this... and then having to be worked on by that, these 2 things are just disabled now. So it's just being pumped straight out into the void, which is brilliant. So that's okay. There's no food shortage. We're okay. Is Anglio getting his massage? Come on, Anglio. Oh, we're going to have to... I think our massages need to be 9 as well. Otherwise, yeah. They just don't get done, do they? Oi! And other people jump on them ahead of Anglio. Who really needs it? See, that's the annoying thing. That's why I've been micromanaging a bit, because people that don't really need it, Lindsay Nails, Ellie, Joshua, keep jumping on there. Jim UK and Otto, they can come off as well. It should have it on here when you hover over how stressed they are. That would make it a lot easier. And then we've got 4 left. Anglio, Jimpy P, Max and Otto. Yeah, okay, there we go. So they'll get on and get their massage. Wow. So next episode, what are we going to work on? We've got our food situation going. This could definitely be expanded. We are getting fertilizer for that, so that's definitely going to give us enough food. Sleet wheat grains are going up. We're getting food here, which is good. There's food down here, which is going to need sweeping up. Let's get that done. Yes, it was a 9. Oxygen is the next thing, so algae and slime. But what we're going to do is we're going to hook this up. We've got a steam geyser, so we can get some of these electrolyzers going. And then the hydrogen that comes out of those, what does it need? Liquid, well that's fine because we've got the steam geyser. It's going to output hydrogen, which is fine, and heat, so we're going to put it down here a bit somewhere. And then the hydrogen we're going to pump into a hydrogen generator. That just needs hydrogen inside it, so that'll be fine. We need a pump for that. So we may put that down in this area somewhere where it's nice and cool. Maybe sort of over here out the way. We could run our pipes down there and set it up in this area. I think that seems good. So get the benefits of the cold and get some batteries in there as well. We could also set up some more batteries, but our power at the moment is running everything perfectly, so that's good. So there we go, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the big B with a T stain in the corner to subscribe. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than normal, but as I said, full of cold, so trying to pace myself today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.